Sorry, everyone. Thank you for finding me. I'm not quite sure what's going on. So I will start over by welcoming everyone to the channel and saying thank you for finding me and for your patience. I don't know what happened. So hopefully, I don't know why. This is the second time this has happened while I am speaking. This thing decides to restart itself for some reason. Uh, and I want to make sure I repeat again. I want to thank Linda for collaborating with me yesterday. She's, as usual, fantastic. And I enjoyed it. And it seemed like a lot of people enjoyed the stream as well. And I want to say thank you to Linda and Pat, Cappy's mom. Whenever you can help me, I appreciate it. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what's going on, if there is another chat that's still open or what. But hopefully there's only one chat. YouTube, somehow the program was able to restore itself. Okay, friends. You know, Milu, Rosalind Jeffrey is asking Milu, will they stop 45 from now they're filling the Supreme Court judge? I have a feeling something is in the air, like this is their downfall. Well, let me say this. Since that's where I am going, McConnell and company and Trump, they are going to do everything they can to install the judge. And I intuitively, to me, it's a fait accompli. We're going to have to, that's why I am, that's not why I am, something is bothering me, and it has to do with Republicans. These people have basically sold our country to Russia. And for what? So they can have a few judges for money. I mean, we have a lot of money, but because the Russian oligarchs are building, spending money in Kentucky, I believe, they created factories and stuff like that. And some of them are being bribed. But you know something? The vision that I am getting, McConnell will pay the consequences for what is going on today. And the vision that I am getting is McConnell sitting on a wheelchair, and all these things that we see going on today are being thrown back to his face. And he's trying to apologize and saying he made a mistake, but no one will listen. It feels like, to me, I don't know exactly when, there is a stroke in store for McConnell. And those major life-changing events forces us to rethink or think about some of the things that we've done. But by that time, it will be too late. I am not quite sure what is going to trigger the stroke, possibly events that are coming down the line that are going to add so much pressure on him. Because believe it or not, like I have said before, we don't even, what we know about Trump and his collaboration with the Russians and how McConnell and other leaders around him are enabling Trump. They know everything. But in order for them to install a few judges and take money via the NRA or whatever conduit they use, they basically have sold the country. And they don't care. So far, 200,000 Americans have lost their lives. Thank you very much, Chelly Ramos, for your generosity in the super chat. I really appreciate it. Good morning. They don't care that people are suffering. They refuse. McConnell basically is holding the key to everything. He will not allow, I don't know how they call it this time, but the bill that will enable those who are unemployed. I am not unemployed, doesn't bother me. Yes, I can use $1,200. I'm not rich. But I don't, I made sure I created my own thing and I'm juggling along. But there are some people who are dying, or I shouldn't say dying, but who are hungry, who are going to sleep hungry. That's not what I expected from this country. And those who are being booted out of their places, apartment or homes, because they didn't pay the mortgage or they didn't have the rent money, that are being evicted. So McConnell and those around him are allowing these things to happen. They don't care. He's a multimillionaire, and so are those around him. They don't understand the plight of those of us who have to work every day to scratch up a living. They will be held responsible. I feel the person I'm getting who will get the brunt of this is McConnell. And I've been saying this for a while. I know, from what I understand, he's way ahead of McGrath in Kentucky. Like I said, she has to work hard, and I don't know what kind of approach she's using, but I'm surprised that McConnell is still ahead of her. But I feel the Senate, Democrats will take over the Senate. I just hope that, and also for people who are talking about how the judge is going to affect the outcome of this election, you know what? It doesn't matter, intuitively, I feel, whether they install this judge or not. I feel they will. McConnell, like I've said since the other day, well, the minute I heard RBG left us, I knew that that's what was going to happen. I am not surprised. And no, I am not going to do, it takes 3 to 6 months before somebody comes through after we cross. So right now, I've not tried to contact her. I don't do that. If they come, fine. But I don't try. So if I don't say anything about what's going on with RBG, that is why. In any event, the minute they made the announcement, I knew that's what Republicans were going to do. And also, I hope some of you are not disappointed about Mitt Romney, who came out in support of the judge. I never trusted him. A couple of times he did the right thing. I was happy about it, but I never really care. I don't care about any of these people because I don't trust them. I feel no matter what, we should stay positive. McConnell, who is allowing Trump and enabling Trump. And guys, you know something? I told you that last year because I said this summer, Trump should have jumped ship. And you know something? I feel the way the Republican Party is behaving right now, look at where we are. Over 200,000 dead. Trump is lying to his base, not to us. We have to protect ourselves. Okay, since we know how, we have to do the best we can. But to his supporters who are going to go around spreading this thing, I saw the clip of it. I didn't see the rally. The governor of Michigan, I believe, or wherever he was yesterday, the governor was trying to tell people to wear masks. They booed him off the stage. It's Trump's fault. But like Dr. Mangale he has next to him, I believe his name is Atlas, Stephen Atlas or something like that. To me, that's Dr. Mangale, who are trying to get as many people infected as they possibly can. That's what Trump is doing, by the way. And yesterday he was lying again to his crowd. But the point I'm trying to make is these, and like I have said since last year, Republicans, they said a long time ago they want a dummy as president so they can have their way. That's what is unfolding intuitively, I feel, that we are watching unfold at this time. They don't care. All they want is be able to remain in power. But you know something? And also I've been saying Nancy Pelosi has something under her sleeves. Yes, I wish she was more aggressive. She's not. But I feel like saying, yes, I know her. The number of things that she can do are limited. Okay? But I feel she's going to call Trump and McConnell. She's going to do something. She alluded to it. I don't know which one. But it feels like to me the pressure is building on the Democratic leadership. Intuitively, I feel to do something, and I feel they will react. And the notion that Trump is going to punish New York, calling New York some, I don't remember, we call the name a bar called New York, and two other states as if they tolerate lawlessness and the like. Intuitively, I feel the reason why he's doing this is because New York is about to indict him. And I've been saying this for the past 2 years now, that New York is going to be after him. And, you know, as I was focusing on Trump after I heard that he made that statement, Trump thinks that he has something, a card to play, or a bargaining chip that he's going to approach, I don't know, the Attorney General of New York or whoever is after him. He's going to say, well, if you don't let me off, I'm going to do this. Unfortunately for Trump, by the time the trial or whenever he decides to negotiate, whatever leverage he thinks he has will no longer be at his disposal. I don't see anything going forward that's going to help Trump. And I feel in the next couple of weeks, there are going to be major blowbacks against him and his family. Two things I wanted to mention. There is a gentleman who was part of the Mueller team. He came out and said, they were not aggressive enough going after Trump. That there are certain things they didn't do. I feel like saying that's going to be an issue. There's going to be more. That gentleman basically opened a door for more people to look into. From what I understand, he's releasing a book as well. And I feel like saying there's something else. I don't know if it's going to be SDNY who's investigating something about Trump that we are not aware of, or if it's New York. But there's going to be another event that's going to hit this family, because it's not only Trump, like I have said before. It's him and his family, besides McConnell and company. But there's going to be another event. More stories that are going to come out as well. And like I said before, the vision that I had about Barr, more stories are coming out about Barr regarding how basically he covered up for Trump. I still feel we have time for Trump to run because we are not done hearing stories. And the only thing unfortunately, I can't tell when it's going to happen is McConnell health challenge that's coming. And other Republicans, like I said before, they will jump ship. McConnell right now is happy, like I said the other day, he is going to place a judge. Once Trump nominated the judge, I don't know, I guess he can pull the judge back. But you know something? I don't feel afraid. I know women's right to abortion is on the line. The ACA is on the line. Social Security and a number of other things are on the line. But for some reason, and also Trump thinks that the court is going to hand him the election. Do you guys remember? And that's not the only thing, by the way. I have been saying to you, but I couldn't put my finger on it, that what Republicans, they have plans. They have a bunch of things that they can use to keep Trump where he is at and for them to stay in power. This intuitively, I feel, is one of them. Installing judges that will enable them to stay in power and keep Trump where he is. Trump's just let it slip because he's so arrogant and he thinks he's above everybody and he's untouchable. At this point, that's where Trump is. He's beginning to feel he's untouchable because basically he got, intuitively I feel, he knows McConnell is not going to stop him. And if we see what's going on, McConnell doesn't care. And the Republicans don't care. None of them have said anything about basically COVID. They have tepid announcements. Oh, people should wear masks. And that's it. They're not pressuring Trump or the administration to do the right thing. But I feel like saying all of this will come back to bite. And, I am going to be honest with you people. I love people. I love to help people. But there is a side of me, when I have enough, when I'm provoked, that's not very pretty. And, the day I see McConnell sitting on that wheelchair, getting blowback, the blowback that he well deserved, that should have been happening already, I am not going to feel sorry for him. That's how angry I am when it comes to what, I always, like I've said to many of you, I was born in Haiti. Regardless of the, Republicans, Democrat, president, this is the way it should be. But I never thought I would watch someone like Papa Doc being president of the United States. And you have those smart people around who are allowing him. They can do something about it, but they refuse because of their own selfishness and self-interest. So that's why I'm so pissed. I won't feel sorry for them when karma comes around. And yes, karma will come around. That's one thing I can say with certitude. I'm focusing on McConnell because that's the person he has the key to changing what we are going through right now, and he refuses to do anything. But there are going to be other sad news about those who are enabling Trump as well. So stay tuned. The only thing I can tell you, I don't think it's going to happen like within the next couple of months. But we will hear the demise of some of those people who are enabling Trump to destroy our country. And basically, every day that goes by, this guy's in power, America is going backwards. Yeah, we will see. And I won't feel bad. That's my, that's what's been bothering me today. And somebody asked me a question: will Trump try to influence the electoral college? Yes, he's doing. I mean, we all. I mean, if you, I'm sorry, not we all, but if you're running for president, okay, you're hoping you have enough. You're hoping you have enough vote to influence them. But if you're going to influence them and trying to threaten and stuff like that, yeah, it's possible. Trump will do anything. He's that desperate. You know, I know Tom Tillis, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like saying Tom Tillis will lose. Someone asked me, will the Republican Senator Tom Tillis defeat the Democrat? I feel the Democrat is going to win Cunningham. And someone asked me about Ice Cube. He keeps saying which party is going to court the black man's vote. You know, I don't know what Ice Cube. I believe I confuse Ice-T with Ice Cube. I know the reason why I can differentiate them based on the commercial I see on TV for that insurance company. So I believe that's Ice-T, the one who's married to Coco. I am not sure who Ice Cube is, but I assume Ice Cube is black, because there is someone else with an Ice name, the one that used to sing Ice, Ice, Baby, something like that. He's in Florida. He's a major Trump supporter. I don't know. So I will answer that question tomorrow, because I can't tell. But if the person is black, you know, I had a little job because I didn't want to stay here maybe about 4 years ago. It was during the holidays. I didn't want to spend the holidays cooped up and here working all day. At that time, I wasn't on YouTube. I wish I were. So there were a couple of black folks there. Oh, wait a minute. That was 2016. Yeah. During the election, Trump's election. And they were saying they were not going to vote. And I just couldn't believe my ears. And these are the people. For some reason, I don't know what they are listening. Hopefully this time they've changed their minds, okay? But some of them, their parents were Trump supporters. And but thank God I wasn't there for long. I was there for a few weeks. I met some people. It was a lot of fun. I was around people, and I went to a party. That was a lot of fun. But it was shocking to me how these people, some of them, their parents were going to vote for Trump, and they were confused. And the other thing is, let me say something else. One of my nephews, in fact, the one I told you the story about, when he was about to go to high school, one day this guy decided to ask my brother, to tell my brother he wanted to move to somewhere in Brooklyn. There's nothing wrong with Brooklyn, but to one of those, predominantly black communities in Brooklyn. At that time, it was a very dangerous area, okay? But that's where he wanted to move so he can have the black experience. I'm like, are you kidding me? Where I was born, I've had the black experience. Here, you can have the black experience as well, but you don't have to move to the most dangerous area of Brooklyn. And his mind at the time, he had a couple of other black friends. They were telling him he wasn't black enough, he wasn't this enough, he wasn't that enough. So he wanted to have the experience. I said, my brother says, if you want to get shot, you can move over there. And it's true, unfortunately. There are certain neighborhoods, if you tell me there are some places in Maryland where the well-educated black families are, yes. But that's what some black people, unfortunately, please don't misunderstand me. They think that you have to go to the bottom, put yourself at risk, okay? of getting shot or somebody kill you. And it's not only the black community. And a lot of communities are the same way. The Italian communities, they'll kill you too. Okay? But since I'm sharing an experience that I had with my nephew, I know some Italian community in Brooklyn, they are just as tough. Okay? But my point, we don't know as much about it because of their way, of the way they conduct business. But the point I'm trying to make is sometimes we do things and say things. I don't understand the mentality, but that are not at our, not good for us. So the point I was trying to make is I don't understand people who are trying to tell the black people they should vote for Trump or being quoted by that party. What we want to do is save this country, whether you're black or white. Yes, if you're black, I've suffered through racism too. I complain, but trust me, I'll fight back. Then I complain. I'll make sure something happened. Oh yeah, we have to do that. I'm not saying to go out and kill anybody. That's not what I'm saying, because we don't want to go to jail. But you have to stand up for yourself and then complain. That's what I do. I don't just walk away and complain somebody said this to me. No. We do something. You make sure whoever did that to you, they next time they see somebody, they're going to think twice before they pull the same thing. And I've experienced this even when I wasn't, because when I was in college, I used to work in a factory part-time. I got to share that story. A guy, he didn't think I should be working in one of the research lab they had in that factory because somebody says, this kid is in college, why don't we give him a shot in the lab? He used to put me down. I fought back, but I wasn't, I wasn't effective. Let's put it that way. And guess what? One day I walked into a company. I went after I graduated from college for an interview. He was working at the company, but at the same position he was at in the factory, but I would be his manager. So you see, guys, how these things work out? Yes, I wasn't, no one would have listened to me at the time, and I didn't speak English that well. Okay, not understand what was going on fully. The only thing I know at a couple of times I told them words that he was shocked. But how karma worked. After I graduated from college, I walked into that company. He was going to report to me. And I looked at him. Yeah, he came up and said hi. I said hi. When they were introducing me to, introducing the group that I was going to lead at the time. So I still remember this. I cracked up. No, I didn't take the job. I took another job that was better in Tarrytown, New York. That job was in the border of the Bronx and Mount Vernon, New York. But there was I had another opportunity in Tarrytown, so I took that. In any event, so I fight back. So I feel that's what we have to do. But I don't understand how people going what we're going through right now. I don't know if that's what Ice Cube is doing. I have to do the research to find out. But yeah, there are these people. I feel they are lost. I'm sure Ice Cube is a famous rapper. I don't know. I have to find out. But if I misunderstood the question, please forgive me. But yeah, I've seen a lot of black people who are lost basically mentally. And they are trying to convince others to follow them. They don't know where they're going, but they're trying to convince others to, let's go, you join me. So I will do some research, but I know most black people will not follow whatever Ice Cube is trying to take them, just like Kanye. Kanye is not well. Nobody will follow Kanye. Well, very few. Just put it that way. Okay. Oh my God, did I rant a little too much? I will answer some questions, and this week is going to be challenging for me. I want to let everyone know. I will be, this Saturday, I may not stream. I don't know yet. I will let you know. Thank you very much, Range Rover 1961, for the super chat and your generosity. I really appreciate it. Thank you for keeping us all sane, Milo. You are very welcome. My pleasure. Saturday, I may not stream, but I will let you know for sure on Friday, because I want to make this weekend my last weekend in Jersey. At least, I'm even if I go to my brother's house, I will. I don't want to be. I want to be done with this apartment and move. I know I have till the 30th, but for some reason that's the way I am. I don't know. I have this mental clock, but okay, I'm like, okay, this is it. I don't want to do this, whatever it is, anymore. So I am not sure if I will be here on Saturday. If I am, I'll probably be streaming from my car if I do. But this week is going to be, please bear with me, this week is going to be a bit challenging for me. So I'm sorry about that. But starting next week, if everything goes according to plan, I will be back to normal. Okay, friends, let's see. Let me answer a couple of questions and I'll go. Jules C. said, I didn't know Chris Rock came out for Trump. I didn't know that either. As my mom told me, use your own judgment. Exactly, Jules C. I didn't know Chris Rock was a Trumpist. But, there are some black folks that I don't know. Like I said, I work with some of them. I couldn't believe, some of them were even confused. I'm like, what? You confused? But like everyone else, we don't all think the same way. But I feel like saying those people are in the minority. Dusty Rose says, Milo, crucial rapper whose career kicked into gear with Ice Cube is Black, Angela Legend, and NWA and Platinum Solo LP, including America. Yes, born June 15, 1969, age 51, Los Angeles. No, I don't know him. I think I know. Now that I'm reading what you posted, I believe he was in a movie. Is that Ice Cube? When I'm done here, I'll go look. But this morning, I had to go put some stuff in storage, and I didn't have a chance. Like I said, when I'm not in front of this computer, I am packing and trying to put, as much away to get done before Saturday. Okay. I think I know, but I don't want to say anything, about someone, and I'm not sure when I can Google it in 2 seconds. I should Google it now, but, while I'm doing this, I don't like to do this because some people may complain, but I am going to do this. Ice Cube. Oh. Really? Yeah, this is the person I thought it was. I just found a picture of Ice Cube, by the way. I am surprised he's the one who said something like that. But that against, I shouldn't be surprised because I don't know what I'm sure he's gone through some very, his career has been challenging, and I was never a fan of his, so I don't know, but I don't know much about him. But I'm a bit surprised that it's him. Whatever he says, I have to find out if he's a Trumpist. Okay. Okay. The Face Panther says, what's happening in America happened in Turkey. Really praying for a Biden win. Yes, we are all praying for a Biden win. Well, that's the game Trump is following. Okay, Erdogan, Putin, Xi, Kim Jong-un, those people. Okay, that's why he's behaving the way he's behaving. But, like I have been saying, I think he's going to fail. Intuitively, I feel he's going to fail. And failing, he's going to take a whole lot of people. And I will say that will include the entire Republican leadership with him. Those people in the Senate and in the House. Because I know my time is over. When Trump leaves, oh my God, what we are going to learn about what's been going on behind the scenes is going to be unbelievable. I just hope. I feel the polls are correct. I don't think they are going to change in Trump's favor. You know something? I don't even feel they're going to tighten that much. That's when a lot of people are going to come out, and I hope we don't forgive them. In my case, thank God I'm not in any position to forgive anybody. But trust me, if they would have gotten the back of my hands. The degree to which I feel they let down this country, I have no sympathy for any of these people. But now I have somebody. I'm going to do some research on IQ, and I will talk a little more about him tomorrow. Okay. Sandra Peterson, and I agree with Sandra Peterson, Susie Q, that will never happen. Biden will be president, and there's nothing Trump can do about it. And I agree. Trump is going to go home and wait for New York State and potentially the federal government to come after him. That's it. Oh, CC Chamber Branch says Ice. I guess she meant Ice. She meant Ice Cube, rapper, actor, activist. I didn't know he was an activist. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. Danielle Arola says Ice Cube was the actor who starred with Chris Tucker in the movie Friday. That I didn't know. Okay. Yes, there are so many Ice something. I didn't want to confuse them. Right. Thank you. Wally Snow says Ice Cube, Vanilla Ice, and Ice T. I know Ice T because Ice T used to live not too far from me. And also he's on TV, but every once in a while I'm like, I don't want to make a mistake. Yes. Vanilla Ice, I believe, is a Trumpist. So, really, Electra Storm? Ice Cube can go to someplace. He's like Kanye, just there to take votes away. Okay, so, wow. I'll say more about this tomorrow. I'm just shocked. But I'm going to do some Googling after I'm done. Oh, Jesus. I mean, those type of people. If Trump gets 4 more years, guys, as I was about to say something, when I was at work, I had some, upstanding black people that stood up for themselves. But something, a lot of times it takes whites and blacks that help me navigate through the corporate world. Okay? But I don't understand this mentality at all. Somebody like Ice Cube, yes, you're an activist, but just like those kids were trying to mislead, my nephew, they were kids. I give them a pass. They don't know better. But they were trying to tell him you had to live in a dumpy area in Brooklyn where you can get stabbed and shot. Okay, in order for you to prove how black you are. This is ridiculous. Yes, Maryland, from what I understand, has, an amazing, very well-educated black folks. Yeah, I'll go for that. Why am I going to go to Brooklyn, some place where I get shot simply because I want to prove that I'm black? That's crazy. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for your support. I hope I didn't offend anyone, but that's the way I feel. I believe in hard work, and a lot of black families I know, American, West Indian, African, they work hard for where they want to be. So people like Ice Cube, who became famous, yes, God gave him a gift. He's a rapper. he made it. We can't let people like him who didn't, I don't know if he went to college or what he did. You don't have to go to college or have a degree to be, all you have to do is read, because this is America. They have free libraries, and these days we have tablets. So libraries are at our fingertips. So, but no, I don't understand those black people misleading others. That really gets under my skin. Time for me to go. I will see you tomorrow at 12 unless something major happens there, but I doubt it. Unless they told me Trump stole something, got caught stealing stuff at the White House to bring to his place. That would be shocking to me, but I'll be back tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow. Till then, enjoy the rest of your day, night. Till tomorrow. Bye.